Reports suggesting that the overhaul of the government's counterterrorism or extremism programme has been delayed by a row within the cabinet. Suella Braverman, the Home Secretary, preparing to publish an independent review of the Prevent programme and accepting recommendations. But then Michael Gove, responsible for implementing Prevent on the ground in his role as the Community Secretary, objecting to the way the review is actually presented, wants it all published in full. The Home Office redacting several individual and groups named in the report, apparently due to fears it could expose the department to being sued for libel. Well, joining us now is former Senior Military Intelligence Officer Philip Ingram MBE. Philip, thank you for your time. This is a bit of a row at the very top of government by two pretty spirited individuals.
Well, it is. I've read the report, and it says they were rowing, and then it goes on at the end of the report to say that they actually haven't talked about it, and they're not rowing. So there's clearly some discussions going on, and the whole of the government's contest strategy is being reviewed at the moment, and it's right and appropriate that Prevent as part of that, which is a fantastically successful programme that is running well today. It gets looked at robustly as part of that programme.
Because I was going to ask you, how Prevent had been assessed, because clearly when we get any kind of terrorist outrage, one of the first things that's criticised is the government failing to keep its eye on the ball, as they say.
Yeah, well, this is Prevent is all about providing a duty of care and stopping people getting falling into terrorism in different areas. So it allows the police are the major ones who refer individuals to it, so that individuals don't go down the criminal justice system. They get into a system that assesses them and sees if they need to be de-radicalized in any way, shape or form. And the other sector that refers the majority of people is the education sector. And last year there was 4,915 individuals referred to it. There's an increasing number from extreme right-wing terror backgrounds, but then terrorism morphs over the years.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, where are we, not just with the level of terror threat, but the nature of it? Because clearly they are indicating the amount of intelligence chatter with various groups has lessened, but there's still that threat from what they call the lone wolf, individuals who've been radicalised.
There is, and it's changing. As a country, we're unsubstantial at the moment, which means a terrorist attack is likely. It's the mid-level of threat that's there. But during the lockdown period, the different groups, both extreme right-wing and Islamist, have been radicalising or trying to radicalise individuals online and groups of people online to try and get them to go out and carry out attacks. And the counterterrorism police have been very successful in interdicting a number of attacks since the London Bridge attacks in 2017. So there's a lot going on in the background. Prevent is part of that. And then there's a new element to the contest strategy, the protect duty that's coming in, that is also going to be known as Martin's Law. That's come out of the lessons from the Manchester Arena attack.
Yeah. And of course, all the families still suffering as a result of that. The other issue, we had the warnings on cyber terrorism, and that we were likely to see an increase as a result of Russia and Ukraine. That doesn't seem to have come through as far as we know. I mean, clearly, obviously, GCHQ may have been working hard behind the scenes on that.
There's a lot of cyber activities been going on around the Ukraine-Russian war, mainly aimed by Russia at the Ukrainians. But the Ukrainians have been prepared for this since 2014, so got probably the best defense system in the world. And the Russians are slightly apprehensive at trying to expand it outside the borders. They've done it in a few places, but the Secretary General of NATO, Jens Stoltenberg, turned around very early in the conflict and said that a cyber attack under certain circumstances could constitute an Article 5 attack, and the Russians are petrified about anything that would trigger Article 5 because they know that
would encounter NATO responding as a body together.
Correct. Yes, and NATO again has been advising. NATO and other countries have been advising the Ukrainians, and are well aware of Russia's capabilities and are focused on keeping us defended. In the UK, it's the National Cyber Security Centre that looks after not just government but helps provide security for businesses as well.